Here's a fandom of notary bookbinding. As you can see, it's Shermwile type notebook. This is an Egyptian style. It's like your wallet and your to-do list and task giving. It's filed by folded sheets of paper, as you can see, and in dividend. This one's like portfolio of currency and value. Imagine you trade things and assort cash and etc. So imagine you put like a stamp here of meat, things you trade or up to, and right here put value at cash, your printed money, and registry. And right here your collateral at labor in exchange. Right here is evident notes of commission, relay, and task given. So in the next two foldouts, this is a riff wild, where I have more than one paper folded, as you can see. It's three. Same thing. But this one's collateral. They don't have a logotype, but as I bookbind, I probably put a surf in brack emblem like this, where it consists of collateral and neutral and stilo of a request of a person that you're laboring for. Of course, you'll put the ambient here, which was on the site, right? The name of the person, the picture, the details of the design, the neutralization of the design, what it does. On the next page, the same thing. So this is neutralization. If you're a fan of notary wallet, note type of taking cash reader notebook, it's an Egyptian style. I'm an Egyptian mix appearance. This one's interpreter to-do list. Believe it or not, you get clients here. If you test given an open field of freelance of like in school, you get more than one PhD or etc. I myself have every PhD worldwide, which is over 980. Right here, this is for freelancing by subtomia of your registry, which you, by bookwise, could put a stick on that don't damage the paper by polarizing a tape task and then removing it with a permanent marker or a sticky note. But it's in sort of like the labeler. And this one's freelance, if you have more than one subtype, it's sort of cool. And this one is what you learn. Have you ever seen that Virgin Airlines commercial where the owner says that he couldn't make it without his notebook? This is Satamia if you carry a camera of instant tiny pictures. You take a camera and put a picture, notarize Satamia, ideas you have for it, and product, a label. Right here, the synthesis, the thesis, and the report for Sutomia at charge if you're a carrier of notebooks that insert wallet checkbook thing worth. This one's another freelance. If you learn the split of the day, one page, same thing as the other one. And the last one is for carrier at market, where you're citing out the day and you take a picture of something you want or more than one. You write it down. You label, notes. That's it. The notes would be where you decide or where you plan to go. So I have two versions: the big Haswire wallet and the pocket size one. But this one, the pocket size one, has a lot more paper and it's hardened. Some of this, I paste two papers together, and it's like the same thing at folds. The first fold has the same theme as that. Starts up at 3, and then starts the second one. It's 2 by notary use, which is more freebound, not filed throughout the day for that one that you could take more notes. But this one is for that same purpose, to improvise the size and get this where you surf in the pocket size. This one's a freelance, but you could use it to Satamia per day. If you look up at the definition, and this one is actually two folds, and then this one, two folds, okay, and then no, this one's one fold. Because it shouldn't be awkward. This is what we use in Egypt. You could either put your calligraphy or Egyptian calligraphy, which this is not it, but this is my ethnicity's calligraphy since we're Roman mix French. And Satomia, Abor, Abdulian, Mafor, and Sanam. I'm actually mixed with 9 ethnicities. That's what this means as a logo and nation, which is Tarf and Ukraine. Ukraine. This is that's how Egyptians write the U, double underline for Ukraine and narcissist. And this one is co-op American that I have family members that taught me the education, which is the 5, right? Emblem. Emblem is like my family riff in Egypt. Commerce at site. That's what we're targeting. And the notes. These are French abbreviated Latin symbols that tells me if you know that calligraphy, this is it. That's like the ABCs, but not full. It means that I'm still a toddler by riff at fluency. And if you don't remember, don't notice that you don't remember the ABCs. You're barely learning the language at collateral. And this one is roof-wise. Tetris, it's an ethnicity. Martini, that's their logotype I brief. And this means retro skid marks that you get rashes in your anatomy. This is information about your anatomy. Roof, weakness, and tone. Like, stubborn. And it's just like what the toe note at your grade level in like idea at what's it called brief at Certamia, like at your age group as a learner or info about your anatomy, rock wire, your family, and that's it. And the targeted thing. And this is just about your country and your value. Your value, you, to have Ukraine stuff that for the day. If you put more than one emblem of ethnicity mix, you're rich over there and you have a lot to offer, and they'll pay attention to you, the ethnicity you're bargaining with or negotiating. And this one too. If you have more than one this thingy right here, it means that you're multinational and know the language somewhat, where you might function as a translator and of course as a captain. Or I compare among children which one seems more reasonable. And that's how you get a job over there. Over here you just put that and you always carry these two, since they're your solitaire preference when you put a application in the resume and they choose which one's best.